The sacrifice of Isaac, a story of faith and trust. The story of Abraham and Isaac in Genesis 22 stands as a powerful testament to faith and trust in God. This pivotal moment, where Abraham is commanded to sacrifice his beloved son Isaac, encapsulates the depth of his devotion and the unwavering nature of his faith. It reveals a timeless lesson about the willingness to surrender our most cherished possessions, even our children, to the will of the divine. The narrative unfolds with an unflinching honesty that speaks directly to the heart of the reader, inviting us to contemplate the meaning of true obedience and the boundless love of a merciful God. God's command, a test of faith. In Genesis 22:2, God commands Abraham to sacrifice his beloved son, Isaac, on Mount Moriah. This seemingly impossible task becomes a profound test of Abraham's faith and unwavering devotion to God. Without hesitation, Abraham prepares for the journey to Mount Moriah, demonstrating his unwavering commitment to God's will. He gathers the necessary materials and sets out with his son Isaac, ready to fulfill the divine command. The journey to Mount Moriah becomes a symbolic representation of Abraham's spiritual journey, one marked by unwavering faith and obedience, even when faced with unimaginable challenges. On their journey, Isaac, unaware of the true purpose of the journey, asks his father about the absence of a lamb for the sacrifice, revealing his innocence and the profound contrast with Abraham's understanding of God's will. As they reach Mount Moriah, God intervenes, providing a ram caught by its horns, sparing Isaac's life and demonstrating God's unwavering love and merciful nature. Abraham's obedience, a lesson in surrender. Abraham's willingness to sacrifice Isaac, his only son, embodies the ultimate act of surrender to God's will. It shows a profound trust and faith that transcends human reason and understanding. This act teaches us the importance of submitting to the higher purpose, even when it demands personal sacrifice. Despite the unimaginable pain of sacrificing his beloved son, Abraham's love for God transcends all else. This unwavering love is a powerful testament to the strength of faith and the depths of human capacity for devotion. Abraham's love for God is a beacon of inspiration for all who seek to deepen their connection to the divine. The sacrifice of Isaac highlights a paradoxical truth about love and faith. By offering what is most precious, we open ourselves to a deeper understanding of God's grace and the true meaning of sacrifice. It is not about the act itself, but the willingness to surrender that ultimately leads to a deeper connection with the divine. God's intervention, a revelation of mercy. As Abraham is about to sacrifice Isaac, the angel of the Lord calls out to him, halting his hand and sparing Isaac's life. This divine intervention reveals God's mercy and love, demonstrating that he never intended for the sacrifice to take place. God provides a ram caught by its horns as a substitute for Isaac. This act symbolizes God's willingness to provide for his people and protect them from harm. It also highlights the theme of sacrifice, emphasizing that God's plan involves sacrifice, but not necessarily human sacrifice. Abraham names the place, "The Lord will provide," as a reminder of God's faithfulness and unwavering love. This name signifies that God always makes provision for his people, even in the most challenging circumstances. The blessings of obedience, a covenant of promise. God blesses Abraham for his unwavering obedience and faith, promising him numerous descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky and the sand on the seashore. This promise underscores God's faithfulness and the rewards that come with obedience. God promises that through Abraham's descendants, all nations on earth will be blessed. This promise points to the universal reach of God's grace and the transformative power of his love. It speaks to a future where humanity will experience unity and redemption through the lineage of Abraham. The story of Abraham and Isaac becomes a testament to the enduring nature of God's covenant with his people. This covenant, founded on faith and obedience, promises blessings that extend across generations, assuring hope for both individuals and nations. The lesson of trust, a foundation for faith. The story of Abraham and Isaac emphasizes the importance of trust in God. It teaches us that true faith requires unwavering trust, even when faced with seemingly impossible commands. We are challenged to embrace faith that goes beyond human understanding, trusting in God's plan even when we cannot fully comprehend it. This type of faith requires a willingness to surrender our own will, and embrace the divine will. Surrendering to God's will, even in the face of personal sacrifice, becomes an act of love. This act demonstrates a deep commitment to the divine and a willingness to embrace the unknown, trusting in God's ultimate goodness and love. The story of Abraham and Isaac teaches us that faith is not only about obedience, but also about receiving the blessings of God's grace. When we trust in God, we open ourselves to His blessings, which extend far beyond our earthly comprehension. The patriarchal line, tracing the lineage of faith: Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Leah and Rachel, Ishmael, Esau, 12 tribes of Israel, the legacy of sacrifice, a call to spiritual growth. The story of Abraham and Isaac reminds us of the profound love of God for His people. God's love is sacrificial and unconditional, leading Him to intervene in Abraham's sacrifice and demonstrate His mercy. This story inspires us to deepen our faith and trust in God, even when faced with challenging situations. Abraham's unwavering faith is a testament to the power of unwavering trust in the divine. Abraham's willingness to obey God's command, even when it seemed impossible, teaches us the importance of obedience in our spiritual journey. It encourages us to submit to God's will, even when it seems difficult. Through the experience of Abraham and Isaac, we are called to embark on a journey of spiritual growth. By embracing God's will, we can experience the transformative power of His grace and grow in our faith. The promise of redemption, a hope for humanity. The story of Abraham and Isaac has had a profound impact on the Jewish people, forming the foundation of their faith and shaping their identity as God's chosen people. The story of Abraham and Isaac is also central to the Christian faith, viewed as a foreshadowing of God's ultimate sacrifice of His Son, Jesus Christ, for the redemption of all humanity. Applying the lessons, living a life of faith. The story of Abraham and Isaac is not merely an ancient tale, but a powerful reminder of the timeless truths that guide our lives. The lessons of faith, obedience, and trust continue to resonate with those seeking a deeper connection with the divine. As we navigate the challenges of life, let us draw strength and inspiration from Abraham's unwavering faith, reminding ourselves that God's love and mercy are always present, guiding us through the darkest of times.